What's up, YouTube? Fallout Freak here, and I want to wish everyone a very happy new year. Happy 2026. My goal for this channel for 2026 is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you know any Fallout fans that like all of this location stuff and information in general, be sure to have them subscribe to my channel, because my goal for the end of the year for this year is to reach 1,000 subscribers. So here's hoping we can get to it. But with that out of the way, this is another locations video on my Fallout Freak channel. So we did a locations video to Prim Pass in the last one, which is a Fallout New Vegas location. So we're going to be talking about a Fallout 3 location in this one, and that location is none other than the Washington Monument. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Washington Monument. The Washington Monument is a large pre-war obelisk at the center of the National Mall in Washington, D.C. in 2277. Background: the Washington Monument is a United States presidential memorial commemorating the first president of the United States, George Washington. The battered remains of the monument are still standing, towering above the ruins of the old capital city and the battle-torn mall. The Washington Monument can be seen from nearly anywhere in the Capital Wasteland. At 555 feet tall, it is the tallest structure in the D.C. area. The Washington Monument has been claimed as an outpost by the Brotherhood of Steel, as it contains the signal transmitter for Galaxy News Radio. Although the Brotherhood members are leveled characters, they may be killed by more numerous super mutants. Layout. The entrance of the monument contains two caved-in doors and an elevator. Only the elevator is accessible, which prompts a loading screen when activated. At the top, there are some machines which are used to relay the Galaxy News Radio signal. Outside the barricade to the northwest, one well-armed paladin guards a checkpoint containing a stockpile of several Brotherhood-owned ammunition boxes and health items. Just beyond the checkpoint to the west, the north side of the reflecting pool has been mined. At least 8 frag mines have been laid down to protect that approach. The defenses are not without cause, as up to 5 vicious dogs frequent the area and often skirmish with the paladins, sometimes setting off the mines as they advance. To the southwest, another well-armed paladin will usually be found patrolling the perimeter outside the walls. Related quest: Galaxy News Radio. Notes: the Washington Monument is reinforced with steel on the inside, although the structure itself is entirely made of stone in real life. This could mean a renovation happened sometime before the Great War. The monument can be used as impromptu player housing because it contains a usable bed, though resting in it does not give a well-rested bonus, and dropped items do not seem to disappear. The Brotherhood insignia is stenciled on the 2 entrance doors. Although passing between them and the broken doorway beyond, the lone wanderer can jump from the second bench over the broken wall to the left to reach an area between the perimeter walls and monument walls. Around to the back of the monument west is an ammunition box, a missile launcher, and 3 missiles. The Washington Monument is one of the 3 buildings that can be seen from almost anywhere in the Capital Wasteland, the other being the MDPL-13 power station and Tenpenny Tower. The monument is guarded by the Brotherhood of Steel's 2nd Monument Defense Detachment, led by Paladin. Let me get rid of this first. Led by Paladin Bearings. The bronze statue of George Washington, which originally stood to the left of the elevator, has disappeared, with only its plinth left behind. After the Lone Wanderer's first visit to the monument, the Brotherhood of Steel will no longer guard the gate, but will patrol the rear. The top of the monument is one of the highest locations in the game, and through the cracks one can see past the Capitol building. The Washington Monument elevator is unique in Fallout 3, as it is the only elevator where the player rides in the elevator between landings instead of transitioning with a loading screen. Waiting in the elevator will not work, as when the waiting time is up, the player is still in the same place. The only other elevator that the player actually rides in is the freight elevator at the Outcast Outpost in Operation Anchorage. Appearances: the Washington Monument appears only in Fallout 3 and is mentioned in Fallout 4 by Robert McCready. It also appears in the Atomic Command Pip-Boy game in Fallout 4. Behind the scenes, the Washington Monument is based on the real-world obelisk of the same name in Washington, D.C. Mike Lipari made restrictions on the functionality of the Lone Wanderer's companions at the time of entering the Washington Monument due to the peculiarity of the elevator's functionality inside the building. The Washington Monument also appears in Minecraft as a location in the cross-promotional Fallout Mashup Pack. Bugs: sometimes fast traveling from the top of the monument will cause the elevator to stay on the top floor. Upon re-entering the monument, you are in a room with blacked out hallways, and only the elevator is accessible. Entering it causes you to go down to the bottom floor and then have to go all the way up again. If discovered before the Galaxy News radio quest, Brotherhood of Steel paladins patrolling the area will be hostile to the player. The button panel inside the elevator does not shake when the elevator as it travels. This is because it is not parented. So that's a little bit about the Washington Monument. Let me go ahead and play you a quote from Three Dog. Now let me see if my internet cooperates with me. So here we go.
You see, some brainless super mutant thought it would be funny to shoot at the shiny round thing on the Washington Monument.
I bet they would think that is funny. Now let me go ahead and show you some pictures of what the Washington Monument looks like. Let's expand my desktop first. Now let's get to my desktop. And this is what the Washington Monument looks like. Like I said, it's an obelisk. And this is basically exactly what it looks, well, minus the damage on the outside, of course. This is basically exactly what it looks like in real life. I've been past Washington, D.C. numerous times while traveling to Maryland to visit family. I'm from Virginia, by the way. And this is the Washington Monument location on the Pip-Boy. So you see Mall Southwest, Mall Northwest, Museum of Technology, Museum of History. Here's the White House over here. Hello, Donald Trump. Georgetown East. Georgetown is also a university located in Washington, D.C., along with three other Division I colleges, which are American, Howard, and George Washington University. This is the Capitol building, I guess from the view of the top of the Washington Monument, I assume. Here's another photo of the Washington Monument. Nice sunset or sunrise right here. Here's another one. Here's another one. And that is my locations video for this one. Let's get back to my webcam here. There we go. Hit me up in the comment section below. Please let me know what you think about the Washington Monument and what you think about what's your favorite Fallout 3 location in general. Mine is definitely the Washington Monument. Really enjoyed that. But until my next video on my Fallout Freak channel in general, you must always remember that war never changes. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers this year, guys. Let's do it. Let's get to 1K.